Okay, it's been a lot of work. I swapped the bottom Celestian Wagner, I think they're Ignator 80s. They're like Elite 80s. And I put matching Carvin GT12s in. They're made by Eminence. They're very high range. Like, there is not a lot of woof to them. And I got both Peavey Supremes. This is the Peavey 412s. It's wired 16 ohms at 400 watts now. This is at 8 ohms for 100 watts, so it's probably like 80 watts total right now. And then I'm gonna run this at 16 ohms at 100 watts. I'm gonna start with the XL. I'm gonna go through just the leads, noodle around a little bit, and then I'll go through the one on the Transtube. It's very, very fizzy, so I'm just gonna give it a lot of bass. And I'm running my Hagtronics custom 606. I'm really diming the bottom, and it's on the British mode. Switch into modern. I'm leaving it how it is. Modern sounds really good, but modern's also the most bass heavy of the 3 channels. So now I'm on Ultra. Back to modern just for a little bit. We'll quickly just switch to the Transtube. Interesting like tone. It's gonna take a little bit to get used to, plus we still have to fix the cab up a little more structure wise. And then I think after we fix the structure of the cab, we'll go from there. But as of now, these are very, very high frequency, like really, really sharp sounding. I mean, you can dial in the tone, you just have to like play with it. Definitely very, very different than the K100s I have upstairs. A little out of breath from moving stuff, but I brought the Randalls out. This one has 7080s. It's 4 ohm. I don't know how many watts. I'm probably not going to play the RG100 ES right now. I might if I have enough time left on the video, but I will play the 200 again. Ooh. I might try the 200 through the Peavey as well, but first I'm going to do the Peavey through the Randall. I can't play the XL. The XL's 8 ohm only. This is 4. And then touching up on fixing this up, it's cracked all the way through on a couple spots. So the whole MDF front, we have to cut out and replace with another sheet. All right, Transtube through the Randall. I'm gonna switch some stuff around real quick. I'm gonna play through the RH200. All right, Randall's plugged into the Randall, and I cleaned this amp. I opened it. There was wax all over it, and I did a fairly good job. That's actually quiet again. Switch over from the Randall cab to the Peavey so you can see how much higher this is than this, like in the register. So, all right, RH200 is into the Peavey. Crank it like a whole another notch, basically, to get the same volume. Because that's 16 ohm and that's 4 ohm. But yeah, it's so much higher pitch. I know that sounds silly, but than this. 7080s are actually fairly a good speaker. But I'm gonna switch back and I'm gonna play the Transtube through the Randall again. And that's how I'm gonna end this. Just kidding, I have 40 seconds left, so I'm just gonna nerd out for a second. These are they're Igniter 80s, and they're allegedly supposed to be the same as what's in that cab. This one, however, has a broken magnet, so it was throwing this cab off and making it sound really bad. But low key, it sounded better with those in there. But we're making progress.